So today I have my cousin with me. We're going to go ahead and check out this video here. I cannot wait to see her opinion on some of these guys. Famous actors taking down woke Hollywood reporters. It's going to be interesting, isn't it?
It should be.
Let's do it.
So why did he need a black director? Could a white director not have?
It's not
produced this
color,
work?
it's culture.
There's been a lot of controversy surrounding the usage of the N-word in this movie, and
No, nobody, none. The word would be.
Oh, I don't want to say it.
Say
Why
it.
not?
I don't like to say it.
Say it. You don't like
Ever
it?
say it?
No, sir.
Try it.
I don't like to say it.
Try it.
One thing about
He should have said it.
He should have said it.
He should have just said it.
If Samuel L. Jackson is giving you the out,
Right.
take it.
Right, just take it. Just say it.
I love that Denzel was like, it's not that, it's this.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
relax.
Most of the time, it is literally just that.
It
Like,
literally is just that.
where you are from, or whatever area you're from, etc.
Right.
You tend to just embody that area. Right?
Absolutely.
Maybe that culture is not a culture specifically that you would want, let's say, on that film.
Right.
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 That's it.
It's
I'd
absolutely
say.
about experience.
Right. But imagine Matthew McConaughey playing a biopic of Martin Luther King. I mean, that may be a
That could be an issue. Maybe.
that may be an issue
Maybe.
specifically. But let's continue.
if me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is me playing a game that I'm not interested in playing.
Okay,
To give you a direct statement right there.
In an industry overrun by
Alright.
wokeness, a few Hollywood stars remain committed to challenging the mainstream narrative at every chance. Here are 5 unforgettable moments when actors called out woke reporters. First up, Matthew McConaughey shutting down Joy Behar after she attempted to trap him with one of her typical misleading questions.
We're happy to be in his box. Got to sit behind his parents, which was really awesome to see them when he brings them up
Isn't he
and
an
where they started.
anti-vaxxer? I
An
believe
anti-vaxxer?
so, yeah.
Let me, I want to applaud
Look at
you
his
for being
face.
so outspoken against violence and gun violence in particular.
I'm not too much of a fan of Sonny neither,
Yeah.
at all.
I just want to know what Joy's question had to do with what they were even talking about. Like, what was the need to even bring that up?
Right.
She's just so divisive.
Unnecessarily.
Unnecessarily so. It's like, what? Yeah, I think, I hear you on Sunny. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. She's got good hair, though.
I've never looked at her hair, not even once. I'm just gonna be honest.
I love her
In
hair.
particular, and you're Texan, and you spoke so passionately at the White House last year in the wake of that shooting at Robb Elementary.
In 2023, Matthew McConaughey appeared on The View to promote his children's book, Just Because.
Okay.
After talking about fatherhood and the inspiration behind the book, Sonny Hostin turned the conversation toward his 2022 speech on gun violence, which sparked a heated discussion. Joy Behar, who had already tried to throw him off earlier in the interview, made another attempt to trap him with a typical gotcha question. However, McConaughey wasn't having it, confidently shutting her down with his signature calm style.
Political offices in your future? Can you see that?
If it's where I would deem myself to be most useful,
Yeah.
yes.
Do you think you could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
Do I think I could get elected in Texas being anti-gun? One thing about if me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is me playing a game that I'm not interested in playing.
Okay,
To give you a direct statement
Don't
right
do
there.
it.
What's interesting
She wasn't ready for that.
Okay. He wouldn't be elected. I'm just gonna be honest.
Well, that's actual.
Yeah.
That's
not Texas.
probably factual. Sorry, I'm kicking your mic. Yeah, not in Texas. There's no way. Not with anti-gun.
Yeah, that's a bit much. I'm also kind of in the camp that just because someone is famous, it doesn't mean that their opinion matters more than other people.
And I think his response in saying, if I'm useful there, then sure. I think that's a good response. 'Cause
Right,
he's
it's fair.
I understand
fair.
my status, my celebrity, and maybe I'm not the most useful in that. So I liked his response in that way. But I agree with you. I think people value celebrity
Too much.
way too opinion.
Right.
Please.
It's just like that's Billy. He's my neighbor.
Right.
He really didn't do anything that was honorable or anything. He just was in the right place, right time, right audition. Right?
Hello?
And that's it.
That's
Why am I listening to
literally
him?
it. But the way that people hold them to such a high, like their pedestal that they are
Right.
put on, and most of the times they are undereducated, if at all educated, on the things that people want to hear like, I'm not basing my opinion off of something that Beyonce said, but we
Right.
don't have to go there.
Okay, yeah. Let's leave them out of it. We don't need them in the comments.
I'm going to download the album, but I don't need her opinion.
Right.
That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
Interesting is that this isn't the first time the hosts of The View have attempted to corner actors with woke questions. They pulled a similar stunt on Kurt Russell back in 2015.
Recently, you made some headlines for saying that you felt gun control laws wouldn't deter terrorists. Explain to folks.
Well, you know, these are these things where, first of all, I was in a situation. We do what we call the dog and pony.
Right.
We're out doing the dog and pony selling a picture, and you get kind of sometimes you get what you feel is slightly ambushed by somebody who's really got an agenda, and that's sort of, I think, that's my opinion of what happened to me the other day.
Even more.
Not just the other day.
It's happening
right now. It's happening.
What happened
It's happening
to The
right
View?
now.
Because The View used to have such a balanced panel of women with thoughts and ideologies. Like, what happened? Like, I think I know what happened, right? Well, one, Barbara left, and Barbara, I think, maybe she didn't always agree, but she liked to keep it as fair as possible. And then two, I think Joy and perhaps Whoopi don't like anyone disagreeing with
And
them.
Sonny.
And Sunny. But Sunny she's not as long-standing as the others. So I'm
Right,
saying,
no.
like, remember all the code, like, what Elizabeth was a big issue for a long time on the show. And then, whose daughter was it? One of the former presidents, their daughter was on the show.
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about.
Jenna, maybe?
No, I forgot her name. Oh,
Not
no.
one of the Bush daughters?
No.
Yes,
McCain.
her. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think they started pushing all those women out, and now you just get this, which is not fair.
An echo chamber.
It's not fair.
Basically, they were
Why
just
do
like,
you
oh,
want everyone around you to think the same?
because that's what people like.
How do you grow? How do you change? How do you learn?
They don't want to. They want to validate their, at times, toxic ideology.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
That's it.
That's upsetting, especially for thinking about their audience who are women who are just at home maybe for the better part of their day.
Right.
And they're just soaking this all in.
Yeah.
All right.
And they're accepting into their souls, let's say, negative ideologies.
Again, celebrity
nonsense. Yeah.
All right.
More interesting, Kurt Russell's appearance on The View followed closely after he made headlines for shutting down another woke interviewer. Sensing the potential for drama, the host attempted to bring up the gun control debate again, but knowing how Russell typically handles these situations, they toned it down. Nevertheless, Russell was determined not to let them off the hook easily.
The last thing I like to watch is entertainers or actors get political. It's just something I can't stand watching. So having said that, no, I was kind of asked to put it in context somehow with this movie. You know, my personal feeling is that there's a big difference between Fantasyland and reality. Fantasyland is what we do. You're either writing something, writing a song, writing a book, doing a movie, doing a television show. That's Fantasyland. And that's where that stuff belongs. In reality, when we're dealing with things like terrorism and whatnot, we're all going to have different opinions on how to do it and how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Mine happens to be that I think there's a very strong reason Founding Fathers had for the Second Amendment.
It was nearly as remarkable as the time Denzel Washington confronted a woke reporter who accused him of being racist.
So why did he need a black director? Could a white director not have?
It's not
produced this
color,
work?
it's culture.
Explain the difference, because I think we're in
Steven
a space
Spielberg
right
did Schindler's List. Martin Scorsese did Goodfellas, right? Steven Spielberg could direct Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Martin
Right.
Scorsese probably could have done a good job with Schindler's List.
Absolutely.
But they're cultural differences.
During a town hall for Fences,
Like, it means different things to different people.
To different
I mean,
people.
You have to, specifically if you're doing a film at that scale,
Absolutely.
you want to make sure that you are kind of embodying all the small cultural nuances.
Right, because that's what makes a movie Emmy nominated.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's actually how those things happen. In the movies
Right.
that you feel the disconnect is because things like that.
Exactly.
People who wrote it, directed it, didn't have the connection.
They didn't understand it.
Culture is connection. And everyone isn't connected to every culture.
It's like the difference between some singers who are clinically perfect.
Right.
Versus the ones who are naturally talented than the ones who have actually learned things. I'm not going to
Right.
mention any names, but let's just say the singer Jennifer Hudson.
Uh-huh.
Listen to her sing, and then listen to someone who can sing really well.
Right.
You get, what's missing? There's something missing.
There's that raw emotion. There's the ability to engage, and people feel moved by her emotion, and maybe not necessarily her perfect vocal.
Exactly, and the collard greens.
That's it.
Yeah.
Very simple. I'm actually really agitated with this interviewer because I don't like the way she's even looking at Denzel. We must protect Denzel at all costs. And she's looking at him like he's crazy. It's like, ma'am, no, you're nuts.
Yeah.
You're nuts. And he so quickly educated her. But she's like, excuse me?
Exactly.
I don't know who you are, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, that's about what a lot of these interviews look like.
That's crazy.
These days. To the ones who have kind of been able to mentally pull themselves away from just the emotions of things, right? That's what this looks like to most of us nowadays. Looks crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 2016, SiriusXM Urban Views reporter Karen Hunter tried to provoke a reaction by asking Denzel why he didn't select a white director for the film. Initially, her question seemed straightforward, but her tone quickly revealed that she was pushing the woke inclusivity agenda. Denzel seized the moment and didn't hold back when he responded.
I know, you know, we all know what it is when a hot comb hits your hair on a Sunday morning, what it smells like. That's a cultural difference.
Okay, so I can definitely tell you, all right?
Yeah. You know what it smells like?
I know exactly what it smells like, but I've never had it done to me.
You've never had it done to you, but
I know
you've been
exactly
in a salon, you've been in a house where that's happened before.
Right, I can tell you exactly.
My white friend that I went to high school with has no idea what that's like because that's not something she was ever introduced to or exposed to in her experience in life.
Right.
Does that make her racist?
No.
Is she a racist?
Right.
Okay.
But I'm also not going to hire her to tell the story of that specific moment.
So what movie was it that came out recently? And I'm going to drop the ball on this because I don't have enough.
Oh no.
Not Meryl Streep. Who's the other one?
Meryl Streep.
They are so similar to me.
To you.
To me.
Oh,
This is subjective. Anyway, she was playing the mother of a biracial daughter. And it was kind of controversial because they felt like she shouldn't have been the one to play the role.
Oh,
do you
I
know what I'm talking about?
Oh no, yeah,
I
exactly.
know it's gonna drive me crazy.
It's an older famous actress.
Yes, and she, for whatever reason, I get her and Meryl Streep.
The Glenn Close.
Yes, that's what movie I'm talking about. And everyone was up in arms about her playing this role.
That was interesting.
To be fair, I didn't watch the movie, but the clips that I saw of it, it felt like she did.
She did great though.
A good job.
I'm gonna be honest. She did.
That's
what
I'm saying.
Great.
It felt like she did a good job,
right.
But again, I don't have enough context to say yes or no.
I think the movie was just weird.
That's what I was gonna say. I think overall the
like,
movie just didn't land. The movie didn't connect.
Was it a Tyler Perry movie? Maybe.
I hope God. No, I hope no.
I think it was.
Well, then maybe that's the answer to the problem.
I think it was a Tyler Perry. It was like a
y'all know
horror
how I
movie
feel about
or something. It was like Tyler Perry creating some type of horror movie. It was strange.
Yeah, Next.
Let's just go. But I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about. I saw it, and I was just like,
all right. As long as
I was like, okay,
yeah.
Why is this happening?
Yeah,
you're the Dalmatian lady.
Yeah,
I can't you ruined the Dalmatians.
I'll never be able to watch it.
I can't watch it again. I'm gonna think you're saying all types of crazy nastiness. I didn't even think that, and
now I think that, and thank you for ruining it for me.
Right, I
thank
apologize.
You. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let's continue.
Okay.
Not just the color difference. Right. So it's the culture.
You know about hot comb? The scenario?
No, she don't know about no hot
comb. Because that's
you don't know.
old school.
You don't know nothing about.
Dex.
See how everybody laugh? That's a cultural difference. That's not a race difference. That's just that motion. That's all I gotta say, right?
I know what a hot comb is.
Okay.
All right.
However, that wasn't the first time Denzel Washington had educated woke reporters on issues of race.
I want to just ask you, though, about the issue of race relations, because the film touches upon that. Right now, under President Obama, over the last 8 years, in your mind, have race relations improved under his leadership?
Race relationships have to do with race relationships.
At the premiere of Fences, Denzel was once again bombarded with lame woke questions. Instead of celebrating the film and moving on, the reporter kept trying to steer the conversation into woke territory. But one thing you can always count on is that Denzel consistently has the right answers for woke reporters, and this guy was no exception.
You're white or whatever you are, I'm black or whatever I am. We're standing here talking now. That's how we get things done. You can't legislate love. The President of the United States can't legislate us into liking each other. We have to step forward and ask questions about each other and engage. There's no law that says, oh, because I'm president, you all got to get along now. So it's up to us.
I suppose you could say that woke individuals never tire of playing the old race card. Fortunately, we have people like Samuel L. Jackson who still get...
He's a beast.
This is a man who wrote a book called Go to Sleep for Kids, okay? Yeah. He is not to be played with.
Right.
Y'all better not ever think you're going to come to this man with some pandering and he is going to buy into it.
No.
Don't ever, please.
I don't see it.
Turn around.
Right.
Look at him. He already looks like he's not with it.
Right. No, he's about to say something crazy. I'm here for it, though.
Get tired of putting them in their place.
But there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the usage of the N-word in this movie. And
no, nobody, none. The word would be...
negative.
Why not?
I don't like to say it.
Have you ever said it?
No, sir. I don't like to say it.
Try it.
Really? Seriously?
We're not going to have this conversation unless you say it.
During an interview promoting Django Unchained, Samuel L. Jackson had an intense moment with interviewer Jake Hamilton. When Hamilton tried to sensationalize the N-word, Jackson immediately called him out and challenged him to say it. Clearly, Hamilton was not ready for that challenge.
No, he wasn't.
Want to move on to another question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Red as a beet.
I don't want to say it.
Come on.
Will you say it?
No. It's not the same thing.
Why do you want me to
They're
say it?
going to bleep it when you say it on your show. Say it.
I can't say it. If I say it, this question it won't make air.
Okay, forget it.
Okay, I'll skip it. Sorry, guys. It was a good question.
No, it wasn't.
No,
it was a great question.
It wasn't a great question if you can't say the word.
I wanted to ask about...
To wrap things up, let's revisit the moment when Morgan Freeman turned the tables on a reporter who was trying to provoke him into discussing woke topics related to Black History Month.
Black History Month you find ridiculous. Why?
Because you're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? Well, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Morgan Freeman is known for being candid about social issues.
He was stunned. I'm Jewish.
Okay. Well, okay, sir.
Issues, especially regarding woke topics. During his 60 Minutes interview with Matt Wallace, Freeman completely dismantled the concept of Black History Month, mocking it for what it is in under 30 seconds. He also offered a straightforward solution to racism that left Wallace speechless.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
Right.
Mm.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
Now that's how you give a woke person
whoa.
A complete factory reset. Subscribe for more.
Okay. Just whoa. What do you think?
Something as in reference to what Morgan Freeman just said, something so small but profound. It's that easy.
It is literally just
Will it solve everything? No, but it is that easy to remove race. I don't know. I mean, you and I were having a conversation before this about emotions.
Okay.
And a lot of those questions felt emotionally charged and they were looking for an emotional response and they never got it. And I think that speaks volumes.
It does. Like in my personal experience, I mean, it's a culture thing. We have similar skin tones, yes. But when it comes to like certain parts of the United States of America, all right, in certain pockets, let's say, people also have similar skin tones, and we are not them.
Correct. Can I give you an example?
Please.
How many times a day in a video do you get the comment, "You don't sound like a black person"?
Oh my God.
You don't talk black.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Like
Loaded.
Am I
It's
supposed
loaded.
to? Am I supposed to say thank you to that?
Right. But because of where we grew up,
Right.
the people we grew up around, the schools we went to,
Yeah.
we sound similar.
There we go.
Right?
Exactly.
We speak quite similarly. If we would have gone to school with maybe some of our other relatives in
Yeah.
other parts,
Right.
of, let's say, places in
Right.
our same country,
Exactly.
even same
Exactly.
state,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
would maybe sound like them.
We would sound like them. Yes.
Okay.
And so when Denzel says it's not a color thing,
It's not a black or white
it's
thing.
a culture thing. And if you want to kind of, stop the concept of the isms, let's say, stop talking about it like
Stop
that.
telling me I sound white.
Yeah,
That's not a thing.
That's not helpful.
That's not a thing.
I think they think that is helpful.
I think they think, but they're so mistaken, just grossly mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're so like just upfront with it. Like
Yeah,
what?
like
It's like
thank you.
thank you. Yeah. I mean, should I say
Is that a
thank you to
compliment?
Right.
I don't know. I just speak. And
We're just talking. But
do
all right.
you talk?
Huh?
Do you talk? Like
I
Morgan
think-
said, do you talk?
I think they do.
Okay, all right.
I think they do.
This was great. I really enjoyed this.
Where can they find you?
Oh, over on BRITT Reacts on YouTube, guys. And I'm also on Instagram, BRITT Reacts channel, and on TikTok as the same. You can find me in all the places. Facebook, I'm everywhere. Just put in BRITT Reacts and you'll see me. Okay?
Right. Not British Reacts.
Not. Thank you for saying that.
I know, I had to.
Thank you for saying
Sometimes
that.
I'm searching for you.
It's just crazy.
I'm like, wait a second, hold on.
I do love my Brits, though.
Right. But I was like, British Reacts?
No, that's not me.
No, it's not her.
This
But all
was
right.
fun.
Listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.
Go and have the day you deserve.